Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to make garlic braised chicken and coconut rice. I'm going to show you how to break down a full chicken. I'm going to show you how to garlic braised chicken and how to make coconut rice. Just like the name that I just told, garlic braised coconut rice. Let's do it.
Alright, so it starts by putting on some nice rubber gloves and snapping them like that. Give it a little thumbs up. Start with a really nice knife, and you're going to make a little incision right in the thigh skin right there. And then kind of fold it in half and pop that joint out of the socket. This grosses out my wife quite a bit. Other people not so much. Then you're going to cut around the bottom of that thigh meat around the back, and we have just separated the thigh and the leg. You could also cut those in half and have a separate thigh and a leg, but for this dish, it doesn't really matter. So now we're going to quickly do the other side as well. Same deal, pop it out, cut around the bottom. Beautiful. Now for the breast. The breastbone is kind of like an upside down V shape, so you're going to want to cut on one side, the right or the left side. I'm starting on the right, on my right. And you're just going to kind of follow that bone down, and you can use your hands like this to kind of pull the meat away from the bone a little bit, and then continue with your knife down along that bone until you get to the bottom, where you can then cut around the wing joint and separate the chicken breast and the wing all in one piece. You can see you might have to feel around for where the joint is. The bird will show you where it comes apart, if that makes sense. You feel for the joint, and if you kind of just use those as a guide, you'll do pretty well taking it apart. Now I decided to take the wings off for this. There's not enough meat on them for this dish, but I am going to keep them and use them for a stock, so don't throw those away. Going to repeat that process on the other side, cutting down the breastbone, and then cutting it off. And this is me saying, no, don't throw that away. Keep it. Hold on to it. Keep it in your possession. We're going to use that for chicken stock someday. Not in this video, but definitely hold on to that. It makes great stock. And here we've got a whole broken down bird. And I'm going to quickly count the numbers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We're good to go. Now we're on to crushing garlic. A lot of garlic. I'm doing 2 full bulbs. A lot of sticky paper. A lot of garlicky hands. Clean up all that sticky paper. Then we're going to saute that garlic in a saucepan while we season both sides of our chicken with salt and pepper. Then we're going to remove the lightly browned garlic, turn the heat up to high, and sear the chicken skin side down. And once you put it in, don't mess with it for about 3 to 5 minutes. You want to get a really golden brown, crispy skin, even though we're going to take the skin out at the end, but it develops a lot of flavor and fond on the bottom of the pan. Ah, there it is. See what I'm talking about? Look at that golden brown skin. Beautiful browning job, Austin. Excellent job. Now we're going to remove the chicken, and we're going to deglaze the pan with a little bit of vermouth. Always turn the flame off before you do this, otherwise it will light up, which is fine, just be ready for it. Then scrape up all the fond off the bottom with your spoon. Then we're going to put the chicken back in, followed by the garlic and those chicken juices, don't forget those. Then we're going to fill it up with some chicken stock about up to the shoulders of the chicken. Bring it up to a simmer, put a lid on top, and leave it for about 45 minutes. Now onto our rice. We're going to do 1 can of coconut rice, followed by 1 can of water. Got a 1/4 cup of sugar. It's quite a bit of sugar. And about 1.5 teaspoons of salt. Going to bring that to a boil, then turn it down to low, put a lid on it, cook it for about 20 minutes. Now we're going to pull apart this meat after about 45 minutes. I discarded the skin, as you can see there on the side. And it's such a kind of sweet dish that it needs a little bit of acid to break it up. So I do just a teaspoon, a touch of some white wine vinegar. which I think is really needed. So now we're gonna put it together, gonna make a little bed full of coconut rice. This stuff is delicious, by the way. Top that with some of this tender chicken and the broth. Since we cooked this with the bones in, it made a really, really nice stock while it cooked in the pan. Top it with a little bit of parsley, make it look nice and pretty. Finish it up with some fresh cracked black pepper, and we've got garlic braised chicken and coconut rice.
Well guys, I did it. I successfully cooked the dish that I told you I would do, because I'm showing you how to cook it. So it would have been pretty bad if I couldn't cook it correctly, but I did. And it tastes really good. Even though clearly you haven't taken a bite, I have tasted the chicken. It tastes really good. The rice is amazing. Send me pictures if you try it. Enjoy.